Hello ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to my channel. It feels real good to be back on my channel. It's been a very hectic few weeks for me because, as you all know, I went to Nigeria recently, not to grow for anything like that, which I would have loved more, but for my mom's burial. So this is like my first and official video since I came back from my mom's burial. So it was during this travel that a Nigerian man sent me on this mission that I'm about to bring to you. So I had gone home for the burial. The whole thing ended very well. So after the whole burial thing, I just felt like I needed to have some fun. So I called up a friend. We decided to hang out in the bar of the hotel where we were staying. So he came, and then it was on this hanging out that a Nigerian man sent me onto this mission that I'm about to present to you. So we went about talking. It all started like we're talking about my channel and what I do, how I educate the women about Nigerian men. And then he was telling me that actually the truth of the matter is that there is another narrative to some of the things that I've been saying. And I'm like, what? He's like, okay, let me tell you a story about my friend who went abroad and came back. But promise that you're going to educate these ladies more about Nigerian men and truthfully about what I am asking you to tell them. I'm like, why not? Sure, tell me. He's like, okay, so a friend of mine fell in love with a lady online, and after all said and done, it turned out right, and they decided to be together. So I don't know how it all happened, but he ended up in the US with the woman. They got married. So when they got married, things began to change. According to my Nigerian brother, she turned him in. I'm like, how come? But that's not possible. And he said to me, girl, you don't really know anything about what's happening. That you see some of these ladies, what they do is look for a man, and when they fall in love, just because they probably have more money than the man, or probably because they helped the man and they brought him over to the US, they expect him to, be at their beck and call. Not just that, they expect him to be doing all the house chores. He went ahead to explain everything, how the lady would ask him to do this or to do that, and will forcefully ask him to do those things. He said at the point it was so bad that the guy was like, what kind of marriage is this? Am I actually a maid in this marriage or a husband? And then one day the lady wasn't around, and then the guy picked up his passport, packed up his things, and left for Nigeria. And he came back. And when he came back, he told them, that's the same guy talking to me. He said they were friends. He told them, guy, I'd rather be here in Nigeria and be respected as a man than be with this woman. She really turned me to a houseboy. But this was what he told me. And then he asked me to pass this message. So what is this message that I'm about to pass? So, but listening to him, I kind of smiled. I'm like, guy, see, you know that these people are not like us. These people are different, right? So maybe she wasn't actually treating. He was like, no, 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 don't say that. She was really, really maltreating him. That she maltreated him so much. As someone who just came from Nigeria now, right? So that the maltreatment was too much. He couldn't bear it. He had to come back home. So this is the story that he told me. And what is the message that I am bringing to you? And what did he ask me to tell you? Please tell those ladies that we are Nigerian men, and Nigerian men are men who do not bow to their women. That they may love you, they may do everything for you, but you never have that privilege of treating them the way you want, because they are the men and they are the head in every relationship. I was like, I'm sure they know about this. And he's like, no, no, no. Just like you tell them about every other thing, please take this message to them. Tell them. Tell them that it is true that Nigerian men can fall in love with women of all nationalities. But one thing that Nigerian men do not do is, like sell his right. Yes, I would say that. Sell his right of being the man and the head in their relationship. Which brings me to my part of the whole situation in this video. So, ladies, if you remember, I've been telling you that, and I made lots of videos where I talked about Nigerian men being the head of the family. It is true the civilization has changed a lot of things, and Nigerian men these days do not really act like the Nigerian men of before. Let me tell you the truth of the matter. The Nigerian men of before are men who get married to their wives. If they are really very rich, they may decide to have their wives. Yes, my love. They may decide to have their wives just stay at home or do a business. Yes. And when they do a business, the business shouldn't interrupt their role as a wife at home. Yes. So, but now that a lot of things have changed and women are beginning to work in Nigeria, still, a Nigerian woman still knows her place in the family. It doesn't even matter if she's the one earning more. She knows that the husband is the head of the family. But a real Nigerian man of nowadays also knows that he cannot be the Nigerian man of before. So, they help their wives out. But this help, remember, is them wanting to help you. You cannot force a Nigerian man to do something that he doesn't want to do when it comes to house chores. And when you force a Nigerian man to do a house chore, he picks offense. If he doesn't say this to you, ladies, he picks offense. He may just be silent about it, especially if he doesn't want to offend you, but he's not really happy with it. But if you have a sweet, sweet honey who understands that helping his wife is a thing of joy, that helping his wife comes with the role of comes with being a good husband, a friend, a partner, not all this mentality of I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, then you won't even notice it in that relationship. But if you have the typical Nigerian man, I know I've educated you about different types of Nigerian men. Yes, I did. I once educated you about the various types of Nigerian men that you could encounter. And if you do not know about it, I will put it at the end of this video. I told you that Nigerian men have different characters. There are those who are still with this traditional belief. There are those who have, evolved into the new Nigerian man. There are those that even if they have traveled far and wide, they still remain a traditional being. And you cannot change them for anything in the world. And there are those who do not care about anything, and they will just, go ahead to help their wives. So the fact that this Nigerian man is like this, he's so good, he likes to help his wife, and this other Nigerian man is not doing it, doesn't make them both bad men. It's just the mentality that they grew up with. It's just the mentality that they have kept with themselves. Some would decide willingly on their own to help their wives, seeing that their wives are also working hard and getting tired. And I'm also of the school of thought that a husband should help his wife, especially in the recent times, the new generation, where the woman also has to go to work. So, thinking about it, I just want you to know the education that comes with this whole thing is the fact that if you are ready, to date and marry a Nigerian man, then you should open up your heart to things like this. That it is possible that you may get the traditional Nigerian man who doesn't think that doing a house chore is his job. It is possible that you may get a Nigerian man who doesn't like to do house chores. And then when you guys get together, he's all lovey-dovey. He's doing every other thing as a man, buying you this, buying you that. But when you ask him to help you out with the house chores, he's like, no, I can't, baby. And then you pick offense, and then you feel like he doesn't want to help you. For me, for example, I would say, if you really need the house chores done, and you need him to help you do it, it is not by commando. You cannot command him to do it. You cannot ask him to do it. You can only plead that he does it for you. And in the way that you say it might determine what you get. You understand? I've also told you that Nigerian men love praises. A Nigerian man who is very stiff, who doesn't want to do something for you, and you go in with praising him, calling him, my prince, my honey, my king, please could you help me out with this? Come on, baby. You know, there is a way. Nigerian men, they love to be petted. They love you to pet them. They also have this baby feeling inside them. Their pride is too much. And when I talk about pride, I say it with assurance that it's not just a Nigerian man thing. It is a Nigerian thing. And this is why I will bring to you my next video talking about this Nigerian pride for you. Yes, my ladies. So, my ladies, I brought to you the message that this guy asked me to pass. It was nothing so much other than, do not force us Nigerian men to do things that we do not want to do, especially house chores. You can tell a Nigerian man to go out and work, to go out and make money, to do anything. He would go to work. If you ask a Nigerian man to go and work, he will work. But if you ask him, baby, please, could you do the dishes? Baby, please, could you do the laundry? Baby, please, could you do this? Baby, please, could you do that around the house? They weren't trained that way. I'm telling you, I'm a Nigerian woman. I have 2 brothers. When I went for the burial, I posted my family picture. We're like 7. Same mother, same father. 5 girls, 2 boys. While we were busy cooking and doing house chores, my brothers may be doing something else. They might have gone out with my father to do something, or they may be outside, or they may be doing something masculine like washing my dad's car or doing something else. You understand? So when you talk about house chores, don't really think that, yeah, Nigerian men are made of that stuff. But one thing is for sure, they will help you. Okay, my ladies? I hope you understand all that I've brought to you. Not to tell you that Nigerian men do not like to help their wives, but rather to tell you that this is our customs, this is our traditions. And if you love this guy, then you need to understand where he's coming from, because this is their way of life. And they said if you love someone, you need to love them wholly. If it's his way of life, then you need to accept it. You can only try to see if you can change him a bit. And the only way you can achieve this is through petting him or begging him to help you. That's all, my ladies. So without further ado, do have a lovely day, do have a wonderful day, stay happy, stay blessed, and bye-bye.